My fellow patriots and residents of St. Kitts and Nevis, as we welcome 2026, we thank God for sparing our lives to see another year. I extend to you and your families my sincere wishes for your good health, peace, and prosperity in the year ahead. New Year's Day often provides us another occasion for reflection. Reflection on where we have been, where we are, and most importantly, where we are going as a nation. Today I speak to you, not out of partisanship, but out of patriotism. I speak because I love my country dearly. I was born here. I was raised here. I was educated here. I have been honored with the responsibility of serving you at the highest level of national leadership in this land we call our home. I know the hopes of our parents, the anxieties of our young people, and the ongoing quiet sacrifices of working families, because I have lived among you, worshiped with you, and walked among you. I have always listened to you and led with you always on my mind. Today I renew my commitment to work for a stronger and safer future for all our citizens and residents of St. Kitts and Nevis. I renew my commitment to work with every willing patriot to build a better St. Kitts and Nevis. Our country needs all of us, especially at this time of uncertainty and crisis. This is a moment that calls for honesty, courage, and national unity. We, each of us, must answer that call. Our federation faces serious challenges that cannot be ignored or explained away with slogans, revised promises, and political spin. We are witnessing repeated large fiscal deficits, the harbinger of an IMF austerity program which will be more painful and harmful than the one before. Growing public debt and financial exposure as our inexperienced and ill-advised government carries on their waste, their squandermania, breach of the Procurement Act, their political victimization, and vagabondry and corruption. Key sectors of our economy remain stalled and some are regressing. There is a troubling lack of transparency and accountability in public decision making. This is clear with respect to the SSG Act, the CBI public benefit option, and the selective loans and handouts of the outgoing regime. Unprecedented incompetence and arrogance from the failed Jew administration. These, of course, are not abstract issues, for they affect every household through higher costs of living, fewer opportunities for our young people to find work and indeed to become the very best that they wish to be. There is increasing uncertainty about the future of our country and in particular our economy. Families are having a stressful time, no jobs and no money, yet the bills are piling up. The traditional partner hand is disappearing as the partners are failing to pay up on time. Our hospitals are malfunctioning and the government is out of its depths. Sound public finances are not optional. They are the foundation of national stability, social justice, and economic opportunity. When a corruptible government seeks to hide information rather than share, we must be concerned that something is awry. If we were to be truthful, we would conclude that in St. Kitts and Nevis, things are not going well, and the outgoing government has not a clue what to do. We have a patriotic duty to rescue our country from the morass in which it has been placed by this failed administration. My view has been that strong and decisive leadership does not concentrate power. It strengthens institutions. It does not silence questions. In fact, it welcomes scrutiny. Hence, the Leadership Matters weekly program, our regular press conferences with cabinet on hand to answer questions from the press. Strong and decisive leadership does not govern for today. Indeed, it safeguards tomorrow for us all. It is from this experience and this sense of national responsibility that I speak to you today. Unfortunately, under the outgoing regime, our country has experienced repeated and sizable fiscal deficits, placing enormous strain on public finances and putting all of us on the certain path of another terrible IMF austerity program. The first one was painful, with increased taxes, layoffs in the public sector, higher electricity and water bills, haircut to lenders and investors in government securities. My cabinet took a decision to pay off the IMF debt, to bring back sovereignty over fiscal policy. Unfortunately, under the outgoing regime, our country has experienced repeated and sizable fiscal deficits, placing enormous strain on public finances and putting us on the certain path of another terrible IMF austerity program. The first one was painful, with increased taxes, layoffs in the public sector, higher electricity and water bills, haircuts to lenders and investors in government securities. My cabinet took a decision to pay off the IMF debt, to bring back sovereignty over fiscal policy, and to end the ignominy and reputational damage to our country. The outgoing government has made a disaster of our finances. It does not appreciate the necessity for fiscal discipline. For the People's Labour Party, fiscal discipline is not an academic exercise. Indeed, it is a moral obligation to future generations. Throughout my tenure in public life, I insisted that major national decisions be debated, documented, and accountable, because the people have a right to know how their resources are being used and what government was doing in their name. We often hear that sunlight is still one of the best disinfectants. The outgoing corruptible government must come clean regarding a number of projects. One, the Bastia High School project, reportedly now pegged at a staggering $271 million, including an advance payment of $27 million. In the budget debate, the corrupt government refused to clear the air, and the financial imbroglio surrounding the Bastia High School. There is an interest-free loan of $27 million paid. There is an interest-free loan of EC $27 million without a defined payback. No. An interest-free loan of EC $27 million without defined payback terms to the Marriott Hotel. The question being asked, why was there no public explanation and justification or approval by the Parliament? Will interest-free loans also be made available to our small businesses, like our retail shops in Barstow and in the rural areas, our salons, our barber shops, our bars, our restaurants, and our duty-free shops? If not, then why not? How does an entity then make it on the list for a preferred loan with no interest and no payback period? Let us be clear, no school, no hotel, no investor should ever be above transparency, accountability, or value for money. So I ask the government, why your secrecy? Why no mention of these by the Minister of Finance over 4 days of debate on the budget? And when challenged to respond, the inept Minister of Finance failed to answer the questions. Our people, in my view, deserve so much better. It is time to return responsible government. It is time for the return of the PLP. We need to know more about the clandestine sellout of Christopher Harbour. How could the state-owned and controlled entities accept a pittance of EC $25 million to be shared among them all from a company that owed them about $200 million? These entities include the National Bank Group, SIDF, SCELEC, and Social Security, among others. If its debt can be forgiven and written off, why is Social Security taking our small businesses to court? Why not forgive them too? Is forgiveness only for the elites and foreign entities? Public funds are not private favors. They belong to the good people of St. Kitts and Nevis, and we the people must know what decisions were made and why. The present administration seems oblivious to the history of fiscal prudence that immediately preceded it. For the third year in a row, the estimates project that the failed administration would chalk up huge and unprecedented deficits with nothing to show for it. It is a clear indication of massive corruption. Some say kickbacks, squandermania, and plain incompetence. We, the good people of St. Kitts and Nevis, must rescue our country from the most corruptible and incompetent administration in our modern history. Luckily, we have an alternative in the People's Labour Party. The People's Labour Party's leadership in government has been a legacy of fiscal prudence and benefits for our people. The present government, in my view, and the view of many, is a clear and present danger. It has to be replaced for a better future for St. Kitts and Nevis. The so-called Special Sustainability Zone Act is an existential threat to our future, and in the view of many, an affront to our efforts at people's empowerment and development. My fellow patriots and residents, sustainability cannot be built on secrecy. Secrecy is the enemy of democracy and accountable government. The federal government and the NIA are playing jeopardy. They have sold us out. They are held captive by special interests, hell-bent on doing social experiments in our country and ostracizing us in this, the land of our birth. The Special Sustainability Zone Act has raised profound concerns across our society. Among the professionals, the civil servants, the business owners, students, visitors, and the ordinary citizens, both in St. Kitts and more so on Nevis, where a project called Destiny is being planned. This project, of course, is being kept as top secret. I am very proud of the courageous persons who have put the interests of Nevis and our federation at large above party affiliation, and they have called for a relook and indeed a repeal of the unconstitutional SSC Act, which, in the view of many, represents a betrayal and sellout of our people. Our difficult history of slavery, of colonialism and neocolonialism must not be relived by future generations. We must do all we can to prevent this from occurring. No matter how noble their stated intention, the SSC Act is dangerous. It will weaken transparency, accountability, and ultimately it will weaken our democracy. It will make us second-class citizens in our land of birth. It will bring strangers to conduct social experiments for which we will be their guinea pigs. We must never allow this. Our first national hero, His Excellency Sir Robert Llewellyn Bratcher, and others fought this battle before. We must save ourselves from this repeat of history. The leadership of the People's Labour Party pledges to continue advocating for full disclosure of major financial agreements, including shares allocated under the secretive public benefit options to developers to finance their CBI projects. We will continue to ask for stronger oversight of public spending, the protection of democratic institutions, responsible and people-centered economic management, respect for the rule of law. For us, it is not about politics. It is about our country, the country we all love. It is also about a stronger and better future for all of us. Accordingly, I welcome all patriots to work with us to make St. Kitts and Nevis stronger, better, and safer. We in the PLP understand that many of you are worried about the rising cost of living, in particular food and shelter, worried about the lack of opportunities for your children leaving school and universities, and worried about the wrong direction of our nation. We want you to know that your concerns are heard. Your voices do matter, and that you are not alone. The People's Labour Party is with you and is for you. This administration is not listening to you. It has become disconnected from you. We are not entirely sure which came first, their disconnection from you or their arrogance towards you. What we do know is that the Jew regime has to go, to end our suffering, to end the lies in high office, the interference and denial of justice for all. For a better future, you need and we need the People's Labour Party. Saving St. Kitts and Nevis require, among other things, vigilance from civil society, courage from public servants, and engagement from every citizen and resident. We stand ready to serve, not for power, not for prestige, but for the protection and progress of St. Kitts and Nevis. Our commitment remains unchanged to put people first, to defend our democracy, and to always act in our national interests. We need all patriots to help us to advance our people and country. Together we can, and together we will. May God bless you, and may God always bless our beloved St. Kitts and Nevis. I thank you, and once again I wish you a Happy New Year.